Well, good morning. This is going to be a pretty quick experiment with my tripod. I found Deviant Moon in the farthest corner beneath the most boxes on the very bottom shelf of a cabinet it shouldn't have been in. There it was, a reward for searching so hard, I hope. Anyhow, I did find the Deviant Moon, and I did fix my tarot card table. So I don't really have a proper overhead setup or light or anything, but I do have it set up kind of. I'm standing up. I kind of want to sit down, but then I can't see the screen. So there it is. My good friend Deviant Moon. There are my hands. That's what they'll be like if I am sitting down. My pink hands. Alrighty. And then if I was to show you a particular card, the whole deck is probably upside down. And raise it up. Up to about halfway, I guess. Isn't she lovely? The Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. And I was just thinking, so of course, the Two of Pentacles. So I wasn't even thinking of doing a one-card draw or anything. I really am just playing around with my theoretical setup. But there she is. And what I was listening to before I decided to start doing this was psychedelic chicha music, which is from Peru, and I really like to dance to that. And so I think dancing. Thank you, Deviant Moon. Deviant Moon, I want to do one of the tarot tags, and I don't really have a very big tarot card collection for decades. I really just had one. No, well, not very many anyway. I didn't really see the point of having too many. I mean, you got to be able to read them, right? So, but anyhow, when I heard that there were over 2 million tarot decks based on Pamela Colman Smith Rider-Waite deck, my mind was blown, because when I bought my first tarot deck, there were 5 in the biggest bookstore in the city of Toronto many, many years ago. I won't actually say how many years ago, just many decades ago. Anyhow, I was pretty delighted with that news. Anyway, Deviant Moon was one of my I guess it was it's not a recent purchase. It's been my main fortune telling deck for a long time. And well, I guess actually not a long time, since about 2013 maybe, something like that. And it blew my mind. First of all, I didn't realize it was a tarot deck at first. I wasn't looking at tarot decks. I was just looking at images of probably just images of creepy stuff, which occasionally I would encounter images from tarot decks, and that was probably the case in this instance. But when I realized that it was a tarot deck, I bought it promptly, and then was a little unsettled when it's based on the writer. It's based on the Pamela Colman Smith deck, for sure, but it has a very idiosyncratic voice. Oh, I love this card. I got this card in a reading just the other day. And And I love that very much. New creativity is how I interpret this. A new creative fire has been born. And anyhow, the Deviant Moon has a voice of its own. And I very much like that voice. But the thought that you could just go ahead and give a tarot a different voice and not stick to the, the actual esoteric correlations and all of that, which I spent a long time learning. So I kind of like them. I do like them, and I'm glad that I know them. But the idea that you can just go ahead and sort of reinterpret archetypes, of course you can. Of course you can. I'm a creative person. I don't know why that never occurred to me, but anyhow. Well, this is a very, very short little video because I just want to see how this, oh, okay, well, I'm going to sit down and perhaps we will leave this lovely lady here and put her in the middle and do just a little quick 3-card spread and just see how that records. Okay, I'm sitting down now. It's kind of shadowy. I'll have to get another light. I can see that. All right, and I haven't shuffled this deck. Oh, look at that. Okay, so things are kind of screwed up. The Empress. Well, there you are, Empress. And I have put her there in the future. Let's see if we have any other... Okay, well, we're not going to use that one because that was also from the reading I did just the other day. I'll put things back wrong in the deck. Oh, I can't tell you how relieved I am to have found this deck because this will always be my favorite deck. And you too, mister. You from that other reading. I just love everything Patrick Valenza does. I think he's a brilliant genius, and I'd watched it before, but I rewatched his interview on the Hermit's Cave. When I found the deck, I was so joyful. Okay, there we go. Reversed, the Lovers. The Lovers reversed. Well, I basically, the Lovers, I know that traditionally it is actually choice. It has to do with choice. I always see it as thesis, antithesis, synthesis. So, if it is something from the past, I just go past, present, future, body, mind, soul, the heart of the matter, what's underneath, what's right in front of you that you just don't see. Perhaps we need an advice card. Let's do that. That's Jamie's reading, who I listen to every morning, who does a reading. I'm not going to do reversals. Oh, the Eight of Swords. Well, that's fair enough. So, don't trap yourself. Don't make obstacles for yourself, which I absolutely do, which is actually almost my way of life, is to create obstacles for myself, which I really do want to stop doing. I just want to enjoy being alive and do what I want to do. I'm retired now. I don't want to create problems. I really, really do not like catastrophizing, making everything into a catastrophe. And I don't want to do that, but I have to confess that I do that. And what a ridiculous waste of time it is. Anyhow, I should just dance more. Yes, I should. That's right, Empress. I should just dance more and get back on the creativity bandwagon because I'm no genius, but I am a solidly competent visual artist with a very good imagination, and I have already got more projects that I will ever complete in one lifetime. So rather than worrying about not being able to complete all the projects, I should just start finishing a few that I've actually started and enjoy doing it. Not so difficult, and love doing it. Love that choice. Yes, somehow combine the dark and the light. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I think that creativity, you know, what is the analogy I like best? The water lily, its roots are in the deep, dark muck, but it comes up to the surface and it opens up to the light. And there it is, a miracle of beauty. So that is how I like to envision. I didn't come up with that. I can't remember where that. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty famous analogy, maybe Buddhist, but it's an analogy for creativity that I like very much. Yes, so get out of my own way and start treating my talents with the love that they deserve. And dance. Do a lot of dancing. That's what I think this reading means. And let's see. I'm sitting here and I really can't see what I'm doing, but I'm going to raise the card up and put the card down. And raise the card up and put the card down. This should be my profile picture. Raise. I'm going to actually stand up to see if I get a good. Yes. That is me getting in my own way. So thank you, Deviant Moon, for revealing yourself and putting my mind at ease. And anybody unfortunate enough to watch this, thank you very much for doing so. And this is really just a test for what remains to be seen. Goodbye for now.